You know, it's kind of really comical how a lot of people over the weekend were saying we're going to be gapping so much higher this week, having a gigantic Santa Claus rally. And then you got people on the opposite end that is saying we're going to be gapping to the downside and selling off going into this week. And right now, the market is pretty much doing the opposite of both. It's just stagnated. It's not really going up, it's not really going down. A lot of people are on vacation right now. Probably all of Wall Street is on vacation. Wall Street has a lot of people who celebrate Christmas, a lot of people who celebrate Hanukkah. So, I mean, like, overall, volume being pumped into the market right now is very scarce. However, we are green. We're green on all of my positions here. SoFi, AMD, Palantir, Hood, Meta, Adobe, Honest. Honest is actually slowly making it to $3 again, which is a little shocking. PayPal, you got stocks that I'm currently just watching. Probably going to remove Amazon, though. Nvidia is a little green. Tesla is still green. You got SPY, you got Q. The IWM is up 1.5%. Bitcoin, NASDAQ, and the VIX is down. The volatility index is down to Chinatown. So the volatility index, I want to talk a little bit about here before getting into SoFi. We are basically at the same level on the VIX. We're back in August. And I mean, back in August, it was very bullish. Extremely bullish. It seems like we pretty much experienced a two massive buy the dip spiking opportunities here. October, and then again November, and then we had a little bit last couple weeks, but obviously nothing in the volatility index like Liberation Day earlier this year, which was a buying opportunity of a lifetime, especially for long-term investing. I mean, SoFi during that period was, brutally getting hammered, let alone every single stock out here. But otherwise, it's kind of just really comical. I mean, right now the market is not really going up. It's not really going down. It's just really just kind of going along, but it's green. Would you rather have a red kind of a little bleed in a way? No, that would be kind of a kick in the nuts. But I mean, we are very much green. We do have some red, so I mean we got some Christmas colors rock and rolling. For anyone celebrating Christmas, if you don't watch my video tomorrow, I'm probably not going to make a video on Christmas Eve. I'm going to be with my family, so relatively busy. But hopefully you have the best, most Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever you're going to be celebrating, hopefully it's the best and you have a safe time of the year. And this market in less than 2 weeks is going to be 2026, and oh boy, we have a lot to talk about and a lot to really prepare for. So if you do find value in these videos, definitely smash the like button. We're gonna be I make videos typically Monday through Saturday on here. This week is definitely different because of a holiday type week. If you are going to be subscribing for future content, understanding that SoFi is going to be the main talk of this channel. I am a raging SoFi bull, also a raging AMD bull. AMD we're going to really cover when we need to, but the main topic is really SoFi, because I'm not hoping that SoFi executes. I'm just trusting the management team of what they've done. And I'm probably going to make a video talking about this because I have done a tremendous amount of penny stock trading. And penny stocks, when you trade penny stocks, you can't make them an investment. I made the mistake of making one penny stock an investment, and it nearly broke my back. caused me a lot of despair, caused me a lot of losses, and a lot of lost sleep as well. Also probably drove up my blood pressure significantly. But SoFi is just really executing. And if you believe in the management team, and if the management team has proven themselves, you really have no hoping for the future. It's just waiting for the future to happen. So, to finish really talking about the VIX here, it is bullish. I mean, we have a low volatility index compared to the last couple weeks, the last month, returning to around the same level as very much bullish levels. Definitely around December, January, early 2024, late 2023, when the market just pretty much gapped up higher. And as long as we continue with a very low volatility index, a lot of things aren't going to be affecting the market too much. We could have a nice, very bullish uptrend. Bitcoin right now is not really doing a whole lot. This is a 5-minute time frame. Let's go to the 1 day. For Bitcoin, we're basically much just trading in a range here. So if we can definitely level out these moving averages, yes, moving averages do matter. If we can really get above the 50-day moving average and start trailing up, probably sometime in January, maybe February, reclaim the $200,000 and $100,000 level on Bitcoin, it could very much signal to the overall market, like, hey, this drawdown, whatever you want to call it, is very much just over, and it was all fear. We're going to have earnings picking up here in January. SoFi is January 26th, right before the Federal Reserve interest rate cut meeting. It's going to be it's going to be good. I'm very much excited. I believe that Q4 is going to be the bread and butter. The only thing that makes me nervous is that SoFi, what I've been noticing, their first quarter of the year, they will theoretically come in with like lower numbers. And then as the year goes on, they basically pretty much go up, and up. So in January, their guidance might be a little low compared to like, I mean, it's okay. Let me go ahead and back up. Do I believe that SoFi is going to triple beat? Yes. I believe they're going to be on rev, EPS, and also guidance, but they may guide a little lower than what we got in the previous quarter to start out the year. And then after Q1, then they're going to really push up, really push higher, and all throughout 2026 with rate cuts, interest rate cuts, we could very well see like SoFi tremendously do well. One thing that I did want to talk about is basically the biggest meme on Wall Street, Jim Cramer. If you don't know who Jim Cramer is, that's a good thing. This guy is a utter clown. He gave a lot of terrible stock advice during the great financial crisis. I don't even know how this guy is still on television. But then again, television is a utter damn joke now. So maybe that's the reason why they are keeping him on. I don't have a tinfoil hat next to me, but man, when I talk about Jim Cramer, I will gladly put one on, because I do believe that there are a lot of evil forces at work here, and evil forces definitely want people like us, retail, to basically sell out of our positions and to never better our life. And this guy has just been wrong repeatedly, and it's a meme, because if he says to buy SoFi, or SoFi is a buy, a lot of times you see stocks selling off, and that goes for any stock out there. It's like the inverse effect. Now, Jim Cramer here says, okay, SoFi stock right now enjoying, I could say, a pullback, and I don't want to buy it until I think we're further along the pullback, because it's very high price to earnings multiple. Mother Humper, this is a gigantic growth company. Yes, okay, like, no, they're not like something outrageous like Palantir overpriced. Or rather, they're trading at such an insane multiple. We haven't even gotten a hybrid fintech multiple for SoFi. Why don't you wait and see until you get the stock at 20 bucks? This stock may never be at 20 bucks again. Like, say to Palantir shareholders, hey, I'm going to wait until 20 bucks. Like, it's a joke. We we very well may never see SoFi at 20 bucks again. So, this actually makes me feel very good about SoFi over the next couple weeks. Because, like I said, Jim Cramer is really a baboon and a laughing meme when it comes to buying stocks. Because if the guy says, hey, a stock is going to go down, chances are the inverse is going to end up happening. And I really do hate saying this, but there's no nice way for me to say this. I really feel the only people that actually watch Mad Money, Jim Cramer on the telly, are probably boomers that just don't know how to use the internet. It's very unfortunate. The boomer generation has been lied to about a lot of things, and also corruption as well, too. And, yes, there are people on the telly that lie their ass off. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, so on a closing note here, gonna keep this video super duper short, under 15 minutes. Last couple minutes. SoFi on the daily minute time frame, we are above the 100-day. That's good, bullish. We obviously dipped below the 100-day, and then we are slowly recovering. Over the next course of the couple weeks into 2026, I mean, if things continue to go the way they're looking on the technicals, the RSI is smack dab right in the middle, so it's not oversold. The RSI is the relative strength index down here. We are at 49.30. That is right in the middle. 30, if it's below or close to 30, it could be oversold. If it's close or above 70, it's overbought, overpriced. So we're right in the middle. And we got earnings very soon. So we theoretically have the room, especially on the MACD. One of my favorite indicators here. Moving average conversion divergence. I got to make a video really talking about the MACD because I love it. I have made a tremendous amount of money using the MACD when it comes to day trading, swing trading, holding a stock less than 6 months, sometimes less than 3 months, investing long-term, holding a stock more than a year, maybe 2 years. The MACD is amazing. And the MACD right now, it's looking like it's going to curl up here, which means the stock could very well go higher. And we also have a lot of room. It seems like SoFi is trading in this range of $25 up into all-time high. So we could very well see more kind of like a zigzag action, maybe. Or hell, like we could very well see over the next course something kind of like this, a rally into earnings. And then depending on earnings, depending on rate cuts, maybe bust through all-time highs here. So it's going to be very interesting. I myself am very much ignoring the noise, and I highly suggest for any long-term shareholder or SoFi to do the same. If you are trading SoFi, be cautious because I traded Palantir. I am now a shareholder once again in Palantir. I was buying Palantir in the teens, and then I sold in the high 20s. I nearly made 100%. Made a lot of money. Like thousands of dollars. And then I got back in Palantir in the 30s and I sold in the 60s, made 100%. I made even more thousands of dollars. And I said to myself, I am really happy that I just made a double up. So happy. And then Palantir shot way above 100. Liberation Day happened. Got back into Palantir once again in the 80s and the 90s. Sold in the 150s and well, holy nuts. Now I got an average Palantir, I believe, on my Bung profile, public account, What are you at? Palantir, we are at 158 average price. So, the whole thing about it is that if I had just held Palantir, you're talking about life-changing money. I would have gone from making over a couple tens of thousands to over a couple hundreds of thousands. So if you are a longtime shareholder in SoFi, remember why you got in. I got into SoFi because of what the management team is doing, and ignore the noise. And guys, I will catch you all tomorrow. Be safe. I'm not sure if I have any female viewers, so gents and gals, be safe. If you don't see me tomorrow, once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And I'll see you after Christmas. The market's going to be open on the 26th. Yep, we got 26, baby. All right, later all.